Hey everyone, welcome to Tigner Adventures. We are in Kanab, Utah, in the sun.
Yes.
Of course, it was 44 degrees this morning when we got up, so it's dang cold. But we are here at the information center. It's a pretty cool little building, and they got good stuff inside, and they even have free coffee. Right? Where's your coffee? Yeah, woohoo! So anyway, you'll notice right behind me here we got Todd and Ann. They're our friends from Yuma. You guys met them last year in Yuma, if you watched that video. We're here visiting them, and we're gonna go do a couple of the fun things that we like to do around here. There are so many things to do, it is amazing. But we're just gonna show you some of the highlights that we like, and then hopefully you'll like them too. So our first stop today is the Belly of the Dragon. So it's a little, what would you call it? Underpass? Or
Drainage.
Drainage from the road. Right up there. And this is the drainage they cut through the road for the canyon to be able to drain down here. This eventually drains down into the Virgin River that flows down through by St. George and on down to the Colorado. Pretty popular little place, and pretty interesting too. Takes a little bit to get down into the drainage. As you can see, it's kind of a drop off here, so you don't want to go that way. So they do have some blocks and rocks over here to kind of divert the water so that we can work our way down into it.
It drains through, yes, it's to prevent, when they were having flooding, they were worried about the road washing out, so that's what its actual purpose is.
A lot of people carving their names into the rock.
There it is.
There it is. See how it's all grooved and everything? Looks just like the belly of the dragon.
Big dragon.
Big dragon.
Okay.
Todd, don't go too far ahead if you have a flashlight.
Okay.
Jenny, did you need a flashlight when you went through?
You don't really need one unless you want to see some of the sidewalls, but this just looked like the belly of the dragon. Isn't that pretty cool? This is a free slot cave. Free cave.
Yeah,
Cave
digestive
system.
system. We're going through the colon.
You can see a light up ahead. That's the dragon's mouth. So we're just working our way through, as Ann said, the colon of the dragon.
Listen for rattlers here.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cool in here.
Out in the drainage.
Anytime you go into these places or any of the draws around here, you need to watch out for rattlesnakes. But it's pretty cool in here, so they're not going to want to be inside where it's cold. They're going to be out in the sun. It's getting darker and darker. I just tripped a little bit. We came here a few years ago with our children. It is a really fun little place to bring kids. They just really dig it. And there is the other side of the road. So the road is above us, and the issues they have here is when they have major flash floods, then the water would build up here and wash the road out. And so they dug this cave through here underground to get under the road so the water, flash floods could wash out that way instead. And it just flows under the highway. So we are now just entering the regular canyon. And it just meanders on up through all the rim rocks and up on top there. So if we turn around to the other side, right above there is the highway. You can hear some cars going by. You guys look in great shape for
being digested
digested by the dragon. So the belly of the dragon, we are north of Kanab, and we are almost to Mount Carmel Junction. Just as the road comes over the crest and starts dropping down into Mount Carmel, the belly of the dragon is just on the left side there. So if you
no sign.
Yeah, no sign. So if you just look at how we're videotaping this going down the highway, you can see that where the turnoff is here. It's pretty obvious. Once you get to the bottom, you just take a left and then just meander your way back. All right, we are at the Coral Sand Dunes. And Todd can chime in here if he wants to also. But anyway, this is a state park for state of Utah, and it's sand, but it's made from the red sandstone that's in this area. So all the different cliffs around here that are wearing off has created these sand dunes. A little different than a standard sand dune, right? Have you been out on it?
On it, yeah. It's a finer sand. It's like very powdery. Well, it's like right here.
Okay. Can we? So it's a little powder. It's not as grainy.
It's not coarse at all. Yeah.
But they do ride side by sides out here. They do what was that? Sand surfing.
Sandboarding.
Sandboarding.
Yeah.
Remember when we visited White Sands, New Mexico, and we got the little saucer discs and went down. So those are things that you can actually do here. So it's a fun little activity.
Can I make a business? Can I make an ad for Always Adventure? While I'm at it.
Sure.
Sorry. If you're ever in this area and you want to go rappelling, they actually have a rappel course here. So if you've never done it, plus they have canyoneering opportunities in the area too, off-roading. Yep. So if you're in the area, Always Adventure.
Always Adventure. That's actually Todd and Ann's children's company that they have going here. And so they take you out on all different kinds, not just a set type adventure. You can pick certain things or you change it up however you want.
At the level that you want to do, at your comfort level, not a predetermined comfort level that has to fit everybody. It's what you want. And you only go out by yourselves. You don't go out with anybody other groups.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. That's our plug, yes. Nathan and Jillian. Yeah. We gave you a plug, so
I'll have David send you a bill.
So anyway, this is just another thing that's out here. Now this is a state park, so it does cost money, all right, to go into, and
I think it's $10.
$10, yep, $10 entrance fee to get in, and they do have a visitor center that you can come out to and everything. So it's just another per carload, $10 per carload. So, but just another thing that you can do down here in southern Utah. So the Coral Sand Dunes are about halfway between Kanab and Mount Carmel up the road. So what we're doing is we're going out of Kanab on Highway 89 going north. So about halfway up there is where the turnoff is, and it's on the, I guess it'd be the west side of the road. And it's a pretty nice little area. All right, so this is Lone Arch. We're just, this is on the way to the sand dunes. And we just wanted to show this. This is gonna be a plug for the state of Utah. So there are actual 5 national parks in Utah, just by Utah all by itself. So anyway, Arches is one of them. So this is the Lone Arch, but you can go to Arches National Park and see lots of arches. That's why it's named that. But we are right next to Zion National Park too. So the Moqui Caves are fun. This is a museum. They have a little place over here you can get some food. and you actually go inside the mountain here. All right, so we are going inside the Moqui Cave here. And you can kind of just see some of the stuff they have here. And it is a cave. Pretty neat little setup here. It's $7 to get into the museum and store for regulars, and $6 for seniors, $5 for children. They have this area over to the side here, and I mean, they put a little bit of effort into this, so it's kind of nice. So they have this really nice little play area over here to the right of the cave. This is dinosaurs. But the cool portion is that you can excavate for dinosaurs bones. Look at this. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun for kids to do, is to play like they were excavating through the sand? Pretty cool. And then we're gonna make a little special detour here from the Moqui Caves. If you go off to the right here, we're gonna go up to the Wind Caves. So we're just gonna kind of follow this trail. We'll show you where the normal parking lot is for the Wind Caves, and it's a little hike that they've set up, but we're taking a little shortcut here right now. So it used to be that they would park over there and go across the street to the Wind Caves, but the state of Utah Transportation Department finally closed that parking area down because people were driving down this highway like 60 miles an hour, and people would just walk across the road in front of them, and it was such a traffic hazard. They said, we're not doing that anymore. So they moved the parking lot down the road about a quarter mile or so from where where the caves are. So now it's a nice little hike, kind of like what we're going on now. The difference is where we started. So one thing to note is it doesn't matter which place that you hike from, whether it's the Moqui Caves or the parking lot for the Wind Caves, it's about the same distance. If you're coming from the Wind Cave parking, which is down by the Best Friends turnoff, we'll show you that in a minute, then you want to come all the way up to the north here end of this cliff face that we're looking at, because we want to start at this end and start working our way up the sandstone so we can get up to the actual caves. All right, so right here, the trees are still kind of blocking it, but we want to kind of work our way up this slick rock right here, up that direction. And that's where our entrance is. So make sure you pay attention to that when you're coming to here if you want to visit this. So we're following the trail around, and it's actually coming up right here. So see, we're going to work our way up that little draw and along the edge there over to the Wind Caves. All right, so they are working their way up. And you can see that's still fairly steep. So it's a matter of working your way back and forth and reading the rock. All right, so we have made it up onto this ledge, and you can see there's just kind of a ledge going straight across now over to the cave. So that was definitely the easy way of getting there, compared to the closer you get to the cave, the steeper the terrain gets. All right, there are the caves. They're pretty cool. Worth a little climb up here.
It's just not very fun. And it's easy. Well, I'm lying. I'm lying.
It's easy.
It's easy.
All right, so these are the wind caves. All right, into the wind caves we go. There's Ninette posing.
Hearts on the wall.
There's hearts on the wall.
There's a big crack here. I wonder if they climb up this crack.
I don't think so.
That's something you'd do. You got a rope on it.
Yeah, but there was some anchors here at one point, I guess. A little hole to get through this side of the cave. Right across from Best Friends, turn in here, is the parking lot for the wind caves. So normally this is where you're gonna park and you catch the trailhead here and walk up, and the wind caves are north of us. If you're at the Moqui Cave, then you're gonna walk south down to the wind caves. All right, so we are at our last stop, which is Best Friends. Now, if you look here, you can see the video that we had that we did on Best Friends. That was before we got here. So that was the first video we did here in Kanab, and then this one's just an overall one. But that video is just on Best Friends and what Best Friends is all about. So they are basically a nationwide no-kill sanctuary. And so if you watch that video, you'll see all the things that they're doing to protect all kinds of animals, not just dogs and cats. A lot of people just think of dogs and cats, but it's all kinds of animals and things. So we definitely want to give a shout out to Best Friends. Check out that video, and if you can, jump on there and get a membership and do a little bit of support there. They do everything by donations, so that's what we want to actually support them and in their efforts there. Okay, well, we're finished with that great adventure. Was that fun today?
We had fun! Woo!
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So
Always
hopefully
fun
you
with
guys
these
will look at Kanab as an opportunity, and it's a fun place to be. So, and come out and check things out. But for us, that's it. We are now heading out of town. So thanks for coming along. Thanks, Todd and Ann, for taking care of us today.
See you down the road.
And we'll see you down the road, and if not, on our next video. So take care.